The Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
To Hunt, 180.
Mike by 4. Knock it in.
50.
Check 37.
Yellow. Gun.
Motion.
Right touch.
On 1st and 10, Cousins gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
48.
I'm coming. 49.
Hey, we're good. Hey. High 7.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Gun.
Pick it up.
Black. Right touch.
Cousins to throw it. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go again.
Two.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Go. Gun.
Get that ball. Mike's by 4.
Right touch.
Now Cousins. For the catch made, this is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, team 6. Gun.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Right there, 54.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
Check. Watch it.
Hey, orbit.
Here we go, G. Here I come. Mike's by 4.
Gun.
Mike's by 4. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Yellow. Smooth.
You don't want it. Mike's 54.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That ball complete to Isabella. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Gun.
Motion to the backfield.
Hey, wait to Hunt.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their route?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. He's going to air one out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Watch 54, watch 54. Double dog, double dog.
Leave it, bring up 48.
Back.
Hey, yo.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Thomas Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
So don't say nothing. Leave it, bring up 48.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Thomas Davis in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Slam.
On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first and 10, Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Let him know. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
Throwing, Cousins. It's caught by Sanders. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Cousins. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, no, easy.
54 Mike, 54's Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
54.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You could be picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. On first down, Murray. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, start.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Robinson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding room at the 30. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he will be brought down. His time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It completes it to Boyd. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's got the hook up to Lee. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
First down, Falcons.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And a big one is here as he's taken down. Christian Covington able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Cousins. So that's complete to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect,
and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, Cousins. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5.
Hey, Haywood!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track of it.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He gets this one to Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Bridgewater now from the 50. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. Anunu's got it, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 45 yards. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cousins here to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for it.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ballgame.